into 3 right of a
Today, we're taking a look at the newly released mBooster active pedal made by Moza Racing. Now, one of the first things you'll notice is the motor is attached at the back of the pedal. This provides an active force feedback system to the pedal, so it can be used to adjust the travel, damper and rebound, all along with producing effects like ABS, traction control and locked wheels. This allows you to set up the pedal feel to simulate everything from a car's throttle to an F1's brake. Having this system also gives you the ability to fine-tune the pedal's feel to your exact preference. Unlike a normal pedal where it takes time to change out springs or rubber dampers, this can all be done within the software with just a few simple clicks. Now, taking a closer look, the mBooster pedal feels solid and is well built with an aluminium alloy construction. It's finished in a black and gold colour theme that matches nicely with the CRP2 pedal set. The pedal is also equipped with dual 200kg load cells in the pedal plate that detect the pedal force, and this works together with the angle sensor found on the side, giving you accurate modulation that helps with braking. The pedal plate is aluminium alloy with a textured hexagon design. It has a smooth feel and is good for racing with or without shoes. The angle of the pedal face is adjusted by loosening the bolts at the side and changing to the preferred angle and then retightening the bolts. At either side of the pedal we find all the connection ports for power, wheelbase, clutch, throttle and USB. Underneath we have 6 mounting points with 4 open holes for M8 bolts, 2 of which are countersunk, and there's 2 inner M8 threaded holes which gives you plenty of mounting options. The mBooster single pedal kit comes with a user manual outlining all the steps to get started. Next there's a separate power supply that plugs into the side of the motorised pedal. We also have all the cables included, with a cable to connect the pedals to a compatible Moza wheelbase, a USB cable for direct connection to a PC, the power cable, a shorter RJ cable for linking pedals, the mounting hardware and tools, and the last item in the box is the mBooster pedal. So the mBooster pedal is designed to fit and mount onto the CRP2 pedal plate, which makes it an easy upgrade if you already have the CRP2 pedal set. The base plate and the extender are available separately, which means if you're using the earlier CRP version, these pedals can be bolted onto the CRP2 plate along with the mBooster pedal. The mBooster pedal also has the option to be directly mounted to an aluminium profile rig or to a pre-drilled pedal plate, so you can adapt the pedal to work with third-party pedal sets and wheelbases. For this setup, we're upgrading the CRP2 pedal set and replacing the brake pedal with the mBooster pedal. We start off by unplugging the cables from the control box that are found on the underside. Next, the bolts for the stock brake pedal are removed and the pedal is lifted off. The mBooster pedal is installed and bolted on with 2 bolts at the front and 2 bolts from the underside. With the pedal installed, the original throttle and clutch cables that were plugged into the control box are now plugged into the side of the mBooster pedal. Now you might notice the pedal is a fair bit larger and longer than the stock CRP2 base plate. While I found it feels okay driving and using the pedal on the stock pedal plate, Moza also has an optional base plate extender that bolts onto the back of the CRP2 base plate. This makes the whole setup look neater and adds a bit more support to the back of the pedal, which will be useful if you want to use the pedal at its maximum pressure. The extender is easy to install. There's just a couple of metal brackets to attach, and then the extender plate is bolted on. With the extender connected, 2 more bolts are installed at the back to secure the mBooster pedal. For the connection, there's 2 different options to connect the pedals, depending on what works best for you. For the first option, there's the USB port that allows direct connection to a PC. This is good for standalone use or if you want to use the pedals with third-party wheelbases and pedal sets. The second method allows you to connect the pedals directly to a Moza wheelbase with a pedal port, and this is the method I'm using with the R12 wheelbase, which means 1 less cable to the PC. The pedal is set up and controlled with Moza's Pithouse software. There's heaps of adjustability within the software, and it's used to calibrate the pedal, and we can also adjust things like the minimum input pressure and the maximum force with the sliders. There's also adjustment for the pedal position and travel, where we can have a shorter travel or longer travel pedal. And you can adjust the starting and end travel positions, which is good for offsetting the pedals and limiting the movement. There's dampening, rebound and natural friction settings, and these can be used to give you a hydraulic feel and add resistance to the pedals. There's also pedal curves that can be adjusted, and also the angle sensor versus the load cell can be changed. Along with the main pedal settings, there's also effects to adjust that you can feel through the pedal. There's things like engine vibrations, ABS, traction control, brake threshold, and wheel lockup. All of these effects are dependent on the game and what data is available, so some games will have more settings available than others. With the effects, we can tune these by adjusting the frequency, intensity, and smoothness. So for example, with ABS, we can set and tune the pedal for a mild feedback, or to extreme, and anywhere in between. And this goes for all of the effects. So it's quite impressive to see how much the pedal can be tuned and adjusted. The pedal can be set up for formula with a shorter travel and higher pressure, or softer with a longer travel for a street car or GT3. Or even something like a softer, shorter travel pedal if you prefer. The mBooster doesn't just have to be used as a brake pedal, it can even be used as a throttle or a clutch, which means you could have a dual or triple active pedal setup. I really like you can adjust the starting pressure, max pressure, pedal travel, damper and end stops, making it easy to dial in the setting for any car you're driving or any pedal feel you're chasing. Of course, if you're not sure on how to adjust the pedal to get started racing, Moza already has some presets dialed in and ready to go. So with a quick click, we can select and change between different settings and start racing. Plus, all these settings can be fine-tuned later on to fit your preference. So you might start driving with a sports car brake and then make some slight adjustments, and because it's all adjusted via the software, you can try out different settings in seconds without leaving your seat, which makes it a huge benefit and time saver rather than having to pull pedals apart and change out springs and dampers manually.
Nice overtake.
Driving with the pedal, it feels just like a high-end load cell pedal. It's smooth and with good modulation for braking. Switching modes, depending on the car, is great. Jumping from an F1 and then switching to a drift or rally car and completely transforming the pedal feel with just a few clicks is impressive. And there's the added bonus of the feedback effects, although keep in mind having too many effects turned on may be distracting for some drivers, so it's best to only use a few effects at a time. Overall, the mBooster is a great pedal. It's solid, well built, and offers an impressive range of adjustment and effects. The installation and setup of the pedal is quick and simple, and it really transforms the pedals to the next level. The software works well and is easy to use with the presets, and there's plenty of options to customise the pedal feel. Being able to switch between different pedal settings for different cars is a big benefit, as it can be done with a few clicks, all motorised and very quickly. It's also perfect if you're trying to simulate the feel of a real race car pedal as closely as possible. If you're looking to upgrade your pedals and want something that's super customisable and easy to tune to your exact preferences, the mBooster Active Pedal is a solid choice.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.